The laptop you see right here is the MSI GE66 RAIDER, and yeah, it's better than your PS5. But wait, before you guys say anything, I'll give my reasons why this laptop is better than your PS5. But first, let's jump right into the specs. This laptop possesses an Intel Core i7 10th Gen, an RTX 2070, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 1 TB SSD, and then a whopping 240 Hz ultra fast refresh rate. Talking about the hardware aspects of this laptop, the build quality is actually pretty amazing and it feels really premium. Also, you see the MSI scripted logo on the laptop. That's really cool, isn't it? And then it gives you 3 USB-A ports and 2 USB-C ports, 1 HDMI port at the back, and for some reason, they let down here the charging port also happens to be at the back for some reason. I don't know why they do this, but it's really uncomfortable for me. Also, it gives you a headphone jack. Yeah, it comes with a free headphone jack. How many laptops do you see these days with a headphone jack? Most of them removed for some reason. I have no idea why. Most likely because of the Bluetooth headphones and everything that now exists. But yeah, I'm glad it has a headphone jack. Moreover, it has RGB lights. Lots and lots of RGB lights. Pretty sure you can see them, huh? Well, they're customizable. That's the good part. You're not just stuck with this for default. They are really customizable. Before we talk about the RGB lights, we'll have to talk about the softwares that come with the laptop. Let's talk about that. The first software I'd like to talk about will be the MSI SteelSeries. The MSI SteelSeries is the software that allows you to change the customization of the RGB lights on this MSI GE66 RAIDER. Without the software, you won't be able to do that at all. And as I said earlier, the MSI SteelSeries app does allow you to customize your RGB light to literally any color of your choice. Although SteelSeries does give you some presets to use. For example, there's the chakra preset which I'm currently using. You can change this to literally any other preset that's available right there. There's the dragon shield. Now look at the LED strip of the laptop. It changed entirely something different. And then you can also change the RGB lights for the keyboard and change it to dragon shield. So now both of them are in sync and they're both using dragon shield, but yeah, totally different from the chakra preset. Although if you want something plain and simple, you can also make it literally plain and then this plain too. It's literally that easy. But if you want something like that feels more you want to create something of your own, you can actually just double click this and then you highlight all the keys you want to switch color of. Then as easy as just doing this, pick the selected color of your choice and then you're done. Literally the keys have switched colors already. And you can also do that for the LED strip, which they call MSI Aurora. You just have to highlight everything, then click this, change the color, and you're done. Save. You can do that with ease. You don't have to stress at all. It's really easy to do. The next pre-installed software I'd like to talk about will be the MSI Dragon Center. The MSI Dragon Center doesn't really do much. All it lets you know, it's just your CPU usage, your GPU usage, and your fan speed, which can mostly be seen from the Task Manager pre-installed on Windows 10, 11, and other Windows OS. Or then it also lets you switch your user scenario. Right now I'm on silence, and silence just prioritizes silence, basically. It lets the laptop be quiet and you don't get to hear the noise of the fans. And also you can switch to balance, which favors both performance and battery life, or you can switch to extreme performance, which gives you the maximum performance you could get in games and is the best for intense gaming sections. Or you can also put it on super battery when you're trying to prioritize your battery life. Now, what most of you have been waiting for, the performance. How good does this compare to the PS5? If there's something I've come to notice when gaming on both the PS5 and this gaming laptop is that the PS5 tends to lock you at 30 FPS when playing on quality and 60 FPS when playing on performance. But then, when you're playing on performance here on this gaming laptop, you tend to get almost 90 to 120 FPS in most games, But then in current AAA games, modern AAA games, I tend to get about an average of 70 to 80 FPS in most current AAA games when playing on quality. When I'm playing on performance and using the NVIDIA DLSS technology, I can get up to 90 to 120 FPS. And now for the gaming test. As you can see, when put on quality, the game God of War runs at 60 to 70 FPS, an average of 70 FPS, almost reaching 80, which is really good by any means. And this really does surpass the PS5 by every possible measure because the PS5 is locked at 60 FPS. Then moving on to the performance mode, you will notice that the FPS is almost reaching 100. It's locked at 90 to 100, but it's given an average of 80 to 100 FPS. There are some cases you'll be able to get 100 FPS, but due to like lots of effects and everything happening in the background of the game, you'll be getting around 80 to 90 FPS. And this just proves one thing. This game is a PlayStation exclusive. Even though it's a PlayStation exclusive, it runs better on the PC. As you can see in the split screen, you can see it side by side, how both of them look really amazing, even though one is set on quality for better graphics for sacrificing the cost of the performance, while the other is set on performance sacrificing the cost of quality, but still they surpass the PS5. And just for clarity, this is the exact same game and the exact same scene on the PS5 with an enhanced mode patch, and still this still runs on 60 FPS on the PS5. And now here's some gameplay of some games I happen to test on this laptop, all set to the highest quality possible. Enjoy.
Gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go.
With all that being said, I'm very sure you guys now understand why I said this laptop is better than your PS5. You can do so much more in your laptop here that you won't be able to do on your PS5. And if you think about it, there are actually lots of stuff that you can do here that you won't be able to do on your PS5. You can use this for work, you can use this for website designing, you can use this for 3D modeling, you can use this to obviously play your games, you can use this to watch your movies, and so much more. The list goes on. And to top it all off, you also have a free customized RGB lights here. No need to start installing custom RGB lights on your PS5. But with all that being said, this laptop also has its cons. For starters, carrying this around isn't particularly easy at all. It's actually extremely heavy. It's not easy to carry around at all. And if you put this in your bag for like 6 days in a week, you are guaranteed to have a bad thing. Secondly, if you plan on using this for your intense gaming sessions, just so you should be informed, the fans are extremely loud. Take a listen to this.
Yeah, so this is what you have to deal with when you're in an intense gaming session. Although these fans can be turned off, it's advised to turn them on every time you are in an intense gaming session to avoid overheating. So yeah, you'll have to deal with this even in public places anytime you plan on gaming intensively.
Also, the battery life of this isn't particularly amazing. 1 hour tops and the battery is completely empty. 1 hour of intensive gaming, that is. If you plan on using this just for work, you have like about 2 hours. It's not really particularly amazing too though, but yeah, the battery life of this gaming laptop isn't particularly amazing. So it's best you use this plugged in for the best performance and best experience. With all that being said, I'm very sure we all know that nothing is ever 100% perfect, but if you ask me any day to pick between this and the PS5, I'll honestly pick this. The only thing I'll probably be missing out on is just the PlayStation exclusives, but aside that, this is a way better option for me. but I can do more on this than I'll ever be able to do on my PS5. And even if I want to play this on the TV, all I just have to do is connect my HDMI to the HDMI port, and yeah, basically a new PS5. Well, thank you guys for watching. This should be my longest video I've ever made so far, and also thank you for 300 subscribers. I am really grateful. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you guys. See you guys again very soon.